it's another class of footwork for you. It's an easy footwork pattern, this one, so it's best suited for our white and orange belt students, but don't let that fool you. There's definitely going to be something in it to challenge you no matter what level you're at. Alright, are we ready? So this song's going to get straight into it. We're going to start with a basic, or at least half a basic. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. But are we? No, we're not actually. We're going to do a cha-cha straight away. So I know that last week we've been working on cha-chas and in our partner work today. And we're going to continue on with this whole cha-cha rhythm and a lot of these rock steps. So we were doing a lot of side rocks last week in our footwork class and tonight's partner work pattern. But tonight we're also going to add some forward rocks and a few other things as well. So let's have a little look. So we're going to start with half basic and straight into a cha-cha motion. So 1, 2, what's the cha-cha? 3 and 4 in bachata we do. 3 and 4, and we're going to do a forward rock straight away. Forward, replace, cha, cha, cha. Yes? So we've done half a basic and a forward rock for the second half. Let's try that again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Forward, back, cha, cha, cha. We're going to do a side rock now, but this time we're not going to put a cha-cha in because there's not going to be call for it in the music. So we're going to go here and 3, tap, 4. Yes? From here, we're going to do a turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try that one more time. Starting with our left leg, half basic. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, cha, cha, cha. 5, 6, side rock and 1, 2, 3, right turn. 5, 6, cha, cha, cha at the end of it. So this is the challenge today. Oh, look, we have a special guest. For those of you who've been missing seeing Jazzy in the studio, he's here still, even though you're not. Let's try this one more time now that we've lost our train of thought. 5, 6, half a basic. 1, 2, cha, 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 forward. 5, 6, cha, 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 side rock. 1, 2, tap it, normal turn. 5, 6. Now this is the challenge, face the front as you do a cha, cha. Cha, cha, cha. Now we're going to do the whole pattern on the other side, starting with a forward rock. 1, 2, cha, 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 side. 5, 6. We're going to do a cha-cha here. Cha, cha, cha. We're going to do a left turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half a basic. 5, 6. You guessed it. Cha, cha, cha. This song is going to be full of cha-chas, okay? So whenever you hear that ti-ki-ki, instead of a do-ko-do-ko-dum-ka, do-ko-do-ko-ki-ki, that's when you add in all of those cha-chas. So you're going to hear that really clearly, particularly on that difference on that one side rock that we do, where we don't cha-cha. Everything else we're cha-chaing for at the moment. Okay? Let's try it one more time from the top. 5, 6, half a basic. 1, 2, cha, 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 forward. 5, 6, cha, side rock, no cha. 2, 3, tap, 4, turn. 5, 6, cha, cha, forward. 1, 2, cha, cha, side. 5, 6, cha, cha, turn. 1, 2, no cha, cha here. 5, 6, cha, cha, cha. So the only things we're not cha-chaing at the moment is the one side rock that we're doing and the second turn. Got it? Hope so. Let's try with music and you'll see the music. It's not particularly fast, but it might be a little bit of a shock to the system if it's the first time you're doing it still. Here it comes. There's a little intro. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, cha, cha, cha. 5, 6, cha, cha, cha. Did you hear it? It's da gan digga 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 ding ga ga digga 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 ding ga ga digga 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 ding kinky no da da digga 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 ding. That's when it starts. Yes. So whenever you hear the digga digga ding, because of course I'm a singer and you can hear exactly what I say, and I'm sure that's what that guitar is saying. Digga digga ding. I don't know. Anyway, when you hear that, that's when you do that triple step, that cha cha cha. So ding, ging, ging, ging. Good? Now on that first cha-cha, you've got two options. I'm going to tell you the one that I think is most comfortable. Right now you're probably doing the one that's technically the easiest. So at the moment you're going step, 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 step. Yeah, step together, step. So you're doing essentially the same feet as a basic step. Step together, step, forward, rock, step, step, step. Totally cool. Totally cool if that's where you're at. Something that's actually easier in theory because of it flows better. It's easier with the flow, but it might be harder to begin with to get. Let's have a look. It's the ball change. I believe we've done this before. If we haven't, normally you'll go 1, 2, 3, like a normal basic, but instead of the tap, you just go and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's try that again. So you'll be here going 1, 2, 3. The leg that goes behind goes only on the ball of the foot. The heel does not go down. And 4. You immediately throw your weight back forward onto the front foot. 5, 6, 7, and you'll notice my weight doesn't go all the way back on the and because it's just a quick count. And 8. My weight stays forward. So try that with me again. You'll feel 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Notice how on the and, like I said, I stay vertical. I don't go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That is what would happen if you put your heel down at the back. This is why it's so important to only put the ball of the foot down, because when you put the ball of the foot down at the back, it keeps your torso weighted over your front foot. Bum, bum. And it makes it much easier because technically it's slow, 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 quick, slow, 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 quick, slow. Yes? So here, at the beginning, what we can do is 1, 2, 3, and this is where you're going to do the quick slow. And 4. From there, you forward rock 5, 6, 7. You also have the option to do that here. And 8. If you want to do ball of the foot on the quick and count, you can and 8. It's still going back forward. Yes? So let's try that again. This is a little bit more advanced, so if you're struggling, don't worry. But this gets a bit more technical, and it should feel less like you're shuffling around and stamping, more like you're actually using your hips and your feet. Okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Ball change. 5, 6, 7. Ball change. 1, 2. No ball change. 5, 6. Now this one has to be a lockstep. Because you're coming out of your turn, you can't do a ball change here. So you've got to go step together, step. That's totally cool. And then these ones can again be ball changes. Forward, back, and wait. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7 if you want, and 8. It can still be ball change. 1, 2, 3, normal tap, 5, 6, and again, this one is going to have to be a lockstep. It can't be a ball change. Thump, 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 right at the end. Okay, so there's 2 different ways to do your cha-chas. You can do them as a lock, which is step, lock it together, step, or as a ball change, where you go step, ball of the foot, and change the weight back to the dominant leg. Yes? Let's try this as an option. If you feel ready for it, if you don't, stick with the lock step. It's a little bit easier in your head. But if you can push for this, you're going to feel a lot of improvement. Here we go. Intro for 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, ball change. 5, 6, 7, ball change. Ball. Ball change. Another ball change. Yes. Go. Are we ready to move on? So what we've done is we've gone in this direction now with lock, lock, lock. Technically, when you do a lock step, you're not going side together, side like this. You're actually going diagonal. So it's a forward together, forward motion, or kind of really. If I was square onto you, it would be a diagonal. Forward, together, forward. Yeah? So really, what I'm doing is, when I'm doing that last basic, I'm going 5, 6, nice and square, and on my 7 and 8, you'll notice that my hips, instead of pointing forward to you, are going to go 7 and 8. Notice that's to the corner, not the side. I don't want to go ding, ding, ding. Really different look. I want it to be diagonal, so you can still see the sideward motion of my hips. You don't want to be going back, forward, back. Looks a little bit awkward. Yeah? So we go 5, 6, diagonal, step together, step. So our feet are still going sideways with relation to the room, but our body is facing diagonal. Because of that diagonal, the best flow right now, because we've got this left leg flip free, is to rock forward and back to the front, step together, step. Yes? Now, I'm just about to contradict myself, because yes, a lock step will usually be on a diagonal. It will feel much more comfortable. It can sometimes be on the side, but I usually finish it on a diagonal. So for example, what we're about to do now is go forward rock, back, side, together, diagonal. Because it's going to be way too much work for you to go forward and all the way to this diagonal straight away. There has to be a transition step. You're just not going to stay there. You would never stay there. Facing in front, you look like a crab. Yes, and for those of you who've been watching the notes on my Facebook, no, this is not. Actually, but yes, this is the crab step. This is the crab step. If you've seen the notes, so Nick, who assists me, my wonderful boyfriend, he obviously preps these classes with me, and a lot of these steps he has not done yet because he's actually only an orange belt, which is this level of class, and a lot of the time, actually all of the time, he's teaching both the lower and the higher levels with me. So he has to have a lot of prep, and he does so well with it. But this step that I've been getting him to do, he calls it the crab because he was doing it sideways at the beginning and he looked like a crab. So don't do it like a crab. You want to do it diagonal. And see, now it doesn't look like a crab. It looks a little bit sexier. Yes? But here's the winner, and he's going to love this when I tell him for the partner work for next week. Where after you do the forward work, you can do one proper crab. Yes? So you can go forward and crab and diagonal. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Forward and crab and diagonal. Yes? Again, he's going to feel so vindicated. There's a crab in here now. My goodness. Alright, let's try it from the top, shall we? 5, 6, 7, half, basic. 1, 2, 3, ball, change, forward, rock. 6, 7, ball, change, side, rock. 6, no. Tap, turn, 6, chase, da, da, da. Crab, so to speak. And we start again. Forward, rock, 2, and ball, change, side, rock, and up. Ball, change, turn, over, ball, change, just a tap. Basic and diagonal lock, forward rock, crab and diagonal, forward rock, crab and diagonal. Yes? Hope that's helped explain it to you. I'm going to go home and tell him, and he's going to love the fact that we put the crab in. Alright, here we go. Let's try it from the top. Maybe a little intro. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3, ball change. 5, 6, 7, ball change. Make sense? We've done the crab. Yes, so with the crab, technically speaking, you're stepping directly to the side and you're lifting your hip in the opposite direction. You're coming together, and then as you lift that hip in the opposite direction again, you're going to step forward diagonally and together. And that's how you're going to make that particular transition work, because you want to rock forward in relation to your body, but it's technically slightly diagonal in the room. So forward and square and diagonal, forward and square and diagonal. Cool? One more time from the top with the music. I'm going to try this with you facing the other way. Here it comes. So last week we did the open step. We are going to do that open step again. So just a quick reminder, what the open step is it's when we do that figure of 8 with our hips and we go back, forward, cha, cha, and forward, back, cha, cha, and. Yes? Now on this cha, cha, it is a step, step, together, step, forward, and then we rock, and we go step, together, step, backwards. Okay, so you don't want to be galloping, you just want to go step, 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 nice and consistently, because it's a quick, quick, slow, not a quick, quick, slow. Yeah? I feel like a lot of people do that when they get into these rhythms. They go ding, 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 ding. It's not quite the same rhythm as ga, ga, ba, ba, ba. Yes, see how they're even counts? Whenever you gallop it, you go slow, quick, slow. Yeah, we want to go quick, quick, slow rather than slow, quick, slow. Big difference, yes? Cool. So, from here, we've just done our forward rocks. Now, that means that the second one is going to be much more crab-like than the first. So, we do forward rock. 1, 2, crab and diagonal. 5, 6, stay, crab, crab, crab. Because you need to be able to take this left hip backwards. 1, 2, cha, 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 forward, 5, 6, cha, cha, cha. So you don't want to go to the other diagonal. Let's try this facing the other way. So we've gone over here and we go forward rock, crab and diagonal, forward rock, crab, 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 back, forward, cha, cha, forward, back, cha, cha, cha. Yes? So far so good? We've only got one more step left, but let's try this from the top, then with the music first. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, ball change, forward, 6, 7, ball change, side, and just a tap, turn, 6, lock it out, forward and up, ball change, side and up, ball change, turn, just a tap, 5, 6, lock, 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 forward and crab and lock, forward and crab, drift back, forward, step together, step, forward, back, step together, step, basic, 4 now, 5, 6, 7. Ready? Let's do this. Now, did you hit the next bit of music? It does that same little part of the guitar, diggy 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 diggy, but it does it continuously. So instead of just being cha cha cha, it's diggy 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 diggy, and it just keeps going. Okay, so we can't really think of it as a cha cha because it starts straight away on the count of 1. Normally it's on 8 and 1, or 4 and 5, or something like that. But on this one, it's actually straight away on the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and straight away. Okay, so what do we do? Not only that, it only goes for a half bar. So what do we normally do in a half bar? We do step taps, right? Step, tap, and then you can restart on 1, 2, 3. Cool. But there is this little bit of music that's going diggy 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 diggy, and that doesn't really work with digga 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 digga. So, simple version first. I also have a complex one for those orange belts who really want to push themselves. Simple version. Digga 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 digga. Yes? All it is step tap while you do a shimmy. If you haven't done a shimmy yet, this is how to do it. I recommend having your palms facing slightly diagonally out from you. See how they're not flat up, they're not flat down, they're slightly diagonal, and they're not just diagonal with relation to the side of the room and the ground, but they're also diagonal in relation to me. They're not straight in front of me, they're not straight to the far side, they're slightly diagonal. This just helps you get a little bit of a push. Now what's going to happen is you're just going to bring one shoulder forward and one shoulder back. That's it. And then switch it. And switch it. Now the reason that I have those palms relatively flat is because this gives me a brain. If I had them loose, and I'm doing that, everything's going to shake. The goal here is to keep your arms quite still and to just move your shoulders. Don't move the rest of your body, just your shoulders. So the way to practice a shimmy is to first go slowly. So you go switch, 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 and then you'll gradually just speed it up. Switch, 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 switch. And when you're ready, speed it up again. Switch, 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 switch. And when you're ready, speed it up again. Switch, 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 switch. And that's your shimmy. So don't think it's like some girl in a club going for gold, which is what I thought when I first started bachata. Don't worry. If that was you, it was also me. Do not feel ashamed. We just go through this. I remember when I first got taught a shimmy properly, Kristi, it was an American woman who was like a world champion. She's an amazing dancer and one of my teachers, luckily. Kristi, we don't shimmy our business. We shimmy our shoulders. Here I was shimmying my business apparently. So yes, switch, 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 and get it up to a good pace. And just do that while you step, tap, tap. If you're at a point where your shimmy isn't quick yet, that's okay. Build it up. But remember, when I practice, I make it look quite big, but the faster it gets, the smaller the twists get. See, the faster it gets, they're tiny, tiny twists. Yeah? So don't stress about trying to get it fast and big. That's when you start shimmying your business. So we don't want that, okay? So it's just and start again on the one. Yes? We're going to do this once with music, adding in that step tap with the shimmy. Remember, that's the easy version, but I will show you a hard version as an option, but it is quite hard. It's like yellow and green belt hard, but it's just for 4 counts. So it's going to be your one challenge this week, should you choose to accept it. Let's try this version first, though. Ready? From the top. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, you can do this. It's going to be faster. Easy in theory, the speed makes it difficult. All we're going to be doing is taking with our left leg first. We're going to go out. It's like a side rock without the tap. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. But it's continuous and it's quick. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Basic 2, 3. Yes? So the way that I do it is I push just a little bit of weight, you'll see with my upper body, but I'll keep my hips over the middle. So if you sit right here, like I said, it's like I'm standing inside a box when I'm doing a side rock. I'm going to let my body come out of it with my foot, but keep my hips inside because this is the heaviest part of your body. Therefore, it's the part that takes the longest to move. So I'll go out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. That way, the body going with the leg stops it from looking like this, like the nut bush, and it makes it look really bachata, because in bachata that is a real bachata shape when you leave the hip behind. But instead of like our normal side rock where we take our hips with us, which you wouldn't be able to get quick, this one you can, because you're going to go out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. See, it doesn't look like a tap now. The other thing is, the other trick is to make sure your feet are coming off the floor just the tiniest little bit every single step. You can't just go shuffling. You're going to go step, 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 step. But I'm not doing a big step, am I? It's very underneath me. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. So the furthest thing that goes out is not actually my foot. It stays quite close. It's actually my body. And that gives an optical illusion of it being a side step, or more of a side step than it is, whilst you being able to keep it quick, because it's going to be basic. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Told you it was hard. Don't worry, we're just going to do this for shines this week. We're not going to do this in the partner class next week. Or not, we'll do this in the partner class next week, not the yes? The other version, but we will learn this whole pattern next week as part of it. So how about we do it from the top, adding in the optional triple step. Remember, it's as far as icing can go. It's the sprinkles on top of the icing. So if you're struggling with either the cake or the icing, that being your dancing or anything else, do not add the sprinkles. Just stick with the shimmy. But this is an option for those who want to try it. From the top, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, ball change, forward, 6, 7, ball change, side, 6, just a tap, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, side, 6, cha, 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 1, 2, just a tap, 5, 6, lock it out, forward and round down your 5, 6, grab, twist, twist, forward, twist, twist, here it comes, out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in a basic, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, that's 3 triple switches, sorry, 4 triple switches, that's all. Let's try it. It looks so good with the music if you can get it. You're going to have so much fun with this. Just don't let it traumatize you. Here we go. I'll face you actually. We are all done for this pattern. I know it's a tricky one, but if you got it, well done, really well done. Make sure you check the name of the song in the notes for today's class so that you can practice in your own time, because we'd love to see you guys do it. Remember, I always encourage you to upload it or send it to me, but no one ever does. It's that little bit of confidence to have to film yourself that's going to make you really grow and have the incentive to work hard on this, even though I'm not in front of your face going, do it, get it right. If you guys really are serious and you want to keep improving your dancing so that when you come back, you've got a whole repertoire of extra moves, you haven't actually gone backwards, you've gone forwards, then I really, really recommend filming yourself just on your phone and send it to me. Even if you're a bit shy, just send it to me on Facebook Messenger. I'd love to see it, and I'd love to see how you guys are doing with the pattern. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Bye.